Well, good afternoon. I hope everybody's all right, staying safe. Of course, the weather isn't so good today, is it? A bit of mizzle coming in here, and it's going to be not so good this afternoon. But there we are. Be able to get on and do a few more things. I did. You can see that as I did say, is a positive in all these things on Friday about not being able to cut the grass. But you can see that my wife took the mower to my head and had a bit of a haircut and a bit of trim up round here, so I can see better where I'm going now. She's done a good job. Got to thank her for that. Like I said, stay safe. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Now, I'm putting out a little video, well, either before or after this, well, afterwards, I suppose, putting a video out. It's stuff that I got for sale. We've got to adhere to the COVID regulations, so but people can contact me, but we've already donated to the hospice in Hale. We're now going to, we'd like to raise money, myself and my wife. This is that's what we're just myself and my wife doing it. We want to raise for the Mary Therese, which is what deals with people with long-term, if they've got say brain or have a stroke or long-term problems, they can go into Mary Therese. The RNLI, of course, for the fabulous job that they do. The day centre, again, another one. Then we're going to do the Hale Salvation Army as well. We think they're good. The food bank. And if we can raise enough money as well, which is another one, is the Will Alfred, the dog kennels where they rescue dogs, and they do another, well, everybody does a fabulous job, and there's loads and loads of people that could do with a little bit of all. So this is just our little bit. As I said, we've got 340 in the pot already, and well, you'll see them on the video, and then you can contact me and we can work out if anybody wants anything. But the lead of glass we had last week was all gone within 24 hours, so have a look anyhow. Now I'm going to do my first one today, or second, both of them really, are Brenda Wotton. I hope you enjoy these. This one's called The Quilt. It was a wild and stormy night upon the Cornish moor, and at that lonely wayside house a knock came to the door. Says mother on her way to bed, "Whoever can that be? Now pull your coat, da, do your neck, you better go and see." A strange young man was huddled there. "I'm afraid I've lost my way. It's really getting rather late. Have you somewhere I can stay? This house is small. We have no room." Poor father shook his head. "Our daughter's in the other one. We don't have another bed." "He can sleep upon the parlour floor," called the mother down the stair, "alongside the harmonium with a cushion on the chair." "How wonderful," the young man said, and a sob caught in his throat. "To get away from all the storm, I can wrap up in my coat." Installed upon the parlour rug, a cushion 'neath his head, says, "Da, that's all that we can do." "God bless," the young man said. The hours ticked by, and still the gale blew on into the night. But upstairs mother tossed and turned, she didn't think it right. That young man must be shrinned with cold upon the parlour floor. We haven't had a fire in there for at least a month or more. And into there a blanket. We haven't got a spare. Not even one in Ida's room. It's no use looking there. "Go down and see him, da," she said. "My dear, I'm worried sick." And father pulled on his boots once more. "I'll be down there in a tick." Ma turned to da with such pleading eyes, in fact his heart did melt. "I'll tell 'ee what, my flower," he said, "I'll offer him our quilt." "A proper job, my cock," said ma. "Put a coat across our bed." Da gathered up the eider down, and for the stairs did head. "Are you down there still, my son?" Da down the stairs did call. "And do we want our eider down to warm me up at all?" The young man stood there, his body limp, exhausted and unsteady. "No, I don't want your Ida down. She's been down 4 times already." This here one's called The Cabbage. Mrs. Stone prepared the meal. "I haven't got no beans, and dinner isn't nothing if you haven't got any greens." She called to William Henry. "Go down the garden, Willie." "I need a cabbage, dear," she said. "Ain't got enough to fill 'ee." With knife in hand, Bill Henry sped out through the kitchen door, and from that moment Mrs. Stone seen her man alive no more. 5 minutes past, she fussed about. Why, where's I gone to now? He just had to cut a cabbage. Don't take this long, I vow. 5 minutes more and she was off, and there, look what she found. Her man beside the cabbages lay dead upon the ground. Up chapel, at the funeral, they tended to her needs. A neighbour paused to speak to her, there, in her widow's weeds. Poor Mrs. Stone, what did he do in such awful times as these? What could I do? She wiped her eyes. I opened a tin of peas. Thank you very much.